Cancer is Kenya's third leading killer disease. Nonetheless, out of the approximately about 28,000 cases of cancer reported annually, 21.5% of the people diagnosed with cancer survive it. Today, June the 4th, the world observes Cancer Survivors Day. Our reporter Susan Grace Njeri sat down with 3 survivors and prepared this report.
Teresia Njeri, a mother of 1, has had cancer knock on her door twice, leaving her wounded and traumatized.
I've survived cancer twice, and I thank God. I had this rare type of cancer called adenoid cystic carcinoma.
On March 9, 2022, the 35-year-old received the shocking news of her diagnosis after experiencing some frequent pain at the back of her head.
Went for a CT scan, head CT scan. They said vitals, by that time I was so new. I never knew anything about cancer. And from there, on March 9th, I was diagnosed 2020 with that rare type of cancer.
Teresia sought the opinion of other doctors, and eventually the oncologist she was assigned advised that she immediately gets surgery.
He said he has given us only 2 weeks. We sell everything that we have. This is cancer, and we shouldn't wait. So Teresia should be done an emergency surgery to remove where it has affected it.
After 9 hours of intense surgery, Teresia woke up to severe pain, a huge scar on her face, a swollen face, and she also learned that she had lost a part of her body.
I was replaced with a metal chip, and I have now an obturator. That is, they removed my left jaw and a very huge part of the palate. So they left a hole inside where I have that metal chip that looks like a mesh. So it is holding the eye, the side of the nose. Yeah.
In May 2022, she went for another emergency surgery, and this time she risked losing her left eye.
But I thank God they never removed the eye, because I remember the previous hospitals will say, "Watanitoa imacho." But my doctor said, no, we're going to make it see, and we're going to make it remain there, because nilikuwa nashanga nitakaje bila macho.
Cancer not only stole Teresia's smile, but also deprived her of the ability to eat normally.
I remember I was even told they are going now to drill a hole inside my tummy for me to feed, because I couldn't feed. The pain, I had those sores. Vidonda zilikuwa tu zimejaa.
When it comes to her meals, Teresia Njeri has to blend her food in addition to taking her supplements. Apart from her weight coming down to 22 kgs, she also had to endure tormenting comments from people close to her.
When someone tells you, "Mbona ukukufa? Why didn't you die? Enda kakufe na uko." And that really hit me, because I even asked God, did I sign for this thing?
The trauma has pushed her to attempting suicide 4 times, and on the 3rd attempt, she decided to try it away from her house with the hopes it would be successful.
I woke up again in the hospital. Maybe some people took me to the hospital. So when I regained the conscious, I now explained. I gave out the number of my caregiver. She was called and she came to the hospital.
In Kiambu County, we meet with 29-year-old John Mwangi, who noticed an unusual swelling on his leg, and what he didn't know was that synovial sarcoma had come knocking at his door.
The leg would swell like this. So when I would wear trouser, you would see some swelling at this, like this. So the much I could move my leg was at that angle because the swelling now was big.
After receiving his MRI results, John learned that his tumor had grown to 18 inches and the doctors advised he gets immediate surgery to amputate his leg. He sought the opinion of other doctors with the hopes that he will get an alternative solution.
So I went back, asked the doctor how much time do I have. He said, I can only give you 2 weeks to go and decide about it, think about it, but you only have 2 weeks. And I asked after the 2 weeks, what if I don't take the leg amputation? The best you can do is a year.
Unfortunately, this was not the first time John had an encounter with cancer.
2 years before, I had lost my mom to cervical cancer. Although it was never related to the same, the only word that kept coming in my mind was cancer, cancer and death. So this is it. You're done. How will that short time be?
His wife, Evelyn Joki, who has stood by him, says that people have expressed concerns about their relationship.
It was always about the doubt whether he would actually leave, and how could you plan a future with someone that you don't know about their tomorrow, you know? It would always feel as if this could be cut short at any point. So why do you want to risk this?
However, that did not get into her head. She remains optimistic and continues to empower her husband.
I don't look at him as a survivor. I'm past that. I'm looking at the man that he's becoming, not the man that he was.
30-year-old Teresia Thami Minor noticed something unusual about her body and instantly consulted with her doctor.
I had a lump on my right breast, so I thought it was a normal thing, whereby girls, when they are menstruating, they get a lump, but it's normal, goes after 3 days. But it happened that mine was there even before I had my menstrual period. Still there, it's not going away.
A few tests and scans later, Thami tested positive for non-invasive ductal carcinoma, a condition where there are abnormal cells inside the milk duct in the breast. That was not the news she hoped to get.
I used to deny about it. I would tell myself that I would not get diagnosed with it, because nobody wants to get to learn that they have cancer.
Upon receiving the news, Thami could not help but think that cancer would cut her life short.
Death comes to mind. Why? Because I lost my dad, and before my dad, I lost other family members. So here I am, with the loss of a parent. I'm devastated, frustrated, call it, name it. And the next thing that comes to my mind is that I will not survive. But
Dr. Andrew Odhiambo, a medical oncologist, says that people diagnosed with cancer should not lose hope.
Most people, first of all, think that cancer is a death sentence, when it is really not a death sentence. Cancer is more than 100 different types of cancers. Some cancers are bad, some are good, some we can cure you and you can go back to normal. Others are more difficult to treat, but to think that all cancers are a death sentence is not true.
He, however, emphasizes that people take cancer screening seriously. The rallying home is go get tested despite of the possible outcomes. While they say ignorance is bliss, the knowledge of one's status, especially at an early stage, gives a greater chance at a better life. Susan Grace Njeri,